please show everybody.
Look at this applicator. Do you see the feathers from that? I heard this is from the peacock of Queen Elizabeth's palace. Right? These are made from the feathers of that at Kensington Palace.
Well, hello friends. I have a box of random goodies that I have been trying out lately. These are products that are new to the market, new to me. I've been testing them, I've been trying them, and y'all, I have some thoughts. I am here to help you save your money, and if you're going to spend it wisely. So I'm gonna let you know what's good. You're gonna see it in action. Let's go ahead and jump in because I have almost 20 products here. Okay, so first of all, I have been hearing people talking about this brand Prequel. I had not heard of Prequel before until some of my friends in the beauty space started talking about it. And so I looked into the brand. I wanted to see what they had there. And I know my friend Heather Austin was talking about this cleanser. Y'all, this cleanser is enormous, okay? And I want to say it's only like 18 bucks. So this cleanser is a non-drying glycerin cleanser for face and body. It says clinically tested 24-hour moisture. I have been using this both, in the shower at night and in the morning before putting my makeup on. It's fragrance-free, hypoallergenic, allergy tested, suitable for all skin types, safe for sensitive skin, safe for eczema-prone skin, dermatologist developed, dermatologist tested, no eye irritation. And I don't even know how much you have. 13.5 fluid ounces or 400 milliliters. This is a lot, y'all. This is a lot of cleanser. I do have dry skin, and when I am looking to cleanse my face, I'm looking for something that is going to clean it without stripping it. I still need that hydration. I have been using this for probably a couple months at this point, and I will say it's a like, not a love. I do find that it doesn't irritate my skin. I haven't been using this to remove my makeup. I double cleanse when I'm removing my makeup. I will go in with a cleansing balm, use my makeup eraser to erase all of the makeup, and then go in with this cleanser. I have noticed I'm not getting any extra breakouts. I'm not getting any dryness. It's not irritating my eyes or anything, but I don't know that I would use this specifically for a makeup remover. The one thing I will say about this, now this is a glycerin cleanser. I don't really know what that means. It says on the back here that glycerin prevents surfactants from disturbing the skin's barrier, resulting in more hydration and less irritation. I feel when I use this on my face, it does foam up in my hands, but when I use this on my face, it almost does feel like there's a thin film on my skin after cleansing. Not one that irritates me, not one that is annoying to me, but if you are someone with oily skin or texture or something like that, that's just something to note. Like, I wash my face, I rinse it, and it feels like there's something left there. Now, I wouldn't say that it lingers. I use this, I put my makeup on, like, things are fine, right? It's not something that I notice throughout the day, but just immediately after cleansing my face, when I'm like kind of patting it dry, I notice that it feels like there's something on my skin. Now then I go in with a toner and a moisturizer and all of that disappears, but I did want to point that out. So I'm gonna keep using it. There's a lot in here, like a lot. Like I said, it's for your skin and body. So if you want to put it in the shower, use it at night, use it for your face and for your body, you totally could. I'm gonna keep using it. I don't know that it's one that at this moment in time, if it disappeared out of my collection, I don't know that that's the one that I would go back and buy, but I don't hate it. So there's that. Now I do have a couple primers here, and one primer was sent over to me by the brand LYS Beauty. I did recently get on the LYS PR list. They offered to send me some products, and I wanted to try their Secure Skin Gripping Serum Primer. This has niacinamide, which is like all of the rage, and AHAs, which I think is interesting because technically with AHAs, you're supposed to not use them when you're in the sun, and this is a primer. So I don't know too much about that. I don't want to get too much into that. I want to talk about the actual texture of this product itself. Now, when I did use this in my full face trying LYS video, I'll have that linked down below if you want to check that out. But I did a whole face of LYS, and I noticed that when I initially touched this, when I initially put it on my face, it was hydrating, it was smooth, it was gliding onto my face beautifully. But then there was a tacky base as it was setting down. It began to set down. I began to feel more of a tack and grip and less hydration, more of like a gripping surface. Now it does say that this is for pore and shine control, so that makes sense. Just to keep in mind, like, I have dry skin, right? But then when I went in with my foundation on top of it, it did something weird around my nose to where the foundation appeared to be clinging to the primer, but I think there were some spots on my nose where maybe I missed the primer and it wasn't sticking to that part of my nose. My nose definitely, it sat very weird. It was awkward. I had pictures and video in there. I have tried this since and I have to say, I don't love this. If you have dry skin or even normal to dry, I think this would be better suited for someone with like combo oily skin because it's going to give you that grip. It's going to give you the shine control. It's going to make your pores look less, but it didn't really give the extra hydration that I needed. So this is not one that I feel like I'm probably going to use a ton. I may try to get this off to a friend of mine if they have oily skin so that they can try it out. Let me know what they think. But this is one that it's like, I'm only going to use it if I have to use it. You know what I mean? Like I'm not feeling like I want to try and use it, if that makes sense. So sadly, I would save your money on this. Now my friend Heather Austin did send me a couple products from Saie. I have not tried the brand Saie Beauty before. I wanted to try them. This is it's the shade Star Glow and it's like their glowy super gel, like their Illuminator. Now I have been using this. You'll see in the demo, I put it directly on my face. When I put this directly on my face, I will say, it does give you like a luminous glow, but it's very subtle. It's more natural. It's not like the Auric Glow Lust. I did a trying new makeup and I had this product in there and I will link that down below because I do show this in comparison to the Auric Glow Lust, which has more glow and glitter and shimmer. So if you want to see that in action, check that video out. But this is definitely more subtle, definitely more natural. And I find that it almost, I mean, borderline does nothing. When I put it directly onto my skin, I don't really feel like it's peeking through. I don't really feel like it's illuminating anything, but I have found that one way that I like to use this is if I have a foundation that I want to be a little extra glowy. I want a little more oomph. I will mix this in with my foundation and it definitely gives like a little extra hint of glow without there being any specks of shimmer or any glitter. Now, is this a product that like if I were to use it all up, I would go out and purchase? No, I don't think that this is a product that I would repurchase, but it is one that I'm going to use. Whereas the LYS primer, like I'm probably not going to use this. I think I'm going to declutter it. I'm not going to declutter this. I'll use it, but I don't know that it's one that I would repurchase. Now, Sigma Beauty recently launched a skin tint. This is the Sigma Skin Perfector Hydrating Tint. Of course, I have a whole video on this. So again, I'll link that down below. I don't want to keep saying that, but just so that you know, if I have videos using these products that are somewhere else, just know they're in the description box down below, okay? So I tried this. Sigma sent it to me. I am an affiliate with them. KBella will save you money on their site. This is the Skin Perfector Hydrating Tint. I have the shade 2. They sent me 2 and 3. 2 is what works well for me. Now, I'm not a skin tint gal. Okay, I should be. Dry skin, I should love that. I like foundations. I like more of a light to medium coverage. I like a natural finish. I like a little healthy dew and glow. One thing I will say about this is it is not as light as most skin tints. This is what I'm wearing today, and I feel like my skin looks good. It looks like I have some sort of foundation or something on, but you can see my freckles underneath. You can see my beauty marks. I have a little scratch right here that you can see poking through. You can see my skin, but it's evened out. It's comfortable. It looks nice. I find that I do actually enjoy this. I like this because it gives me a little bit more coverage than a skin tint, but it does have like this healthy kind of texture to it, like a healthy glow. It definitely is a skin perfector, like it evens everything out. The one thing I will say about this though, when I wear my hair down, if I do not powder my whole face, because typically I don't, I just powder underneath my eyes and my forehead lines. If I don't powder my whole face, it doesn't feel tacky to the touch when I touch it, but if my hair's down, my hair sticks to my face. So you know how like if your hair gets stuck in your lip gloss, it's like that, but on my face. And so then I'm like brushing it away. Now, lucky for me, I wear my hair up, probably 95% of the time. But on days that I wear my hair down, this will kind of give me a texture that sticks to my hair. I feel like this is great for like a go-to every day. Now, I'm not gonna wear this for special occasions. I'm going to several weddings. I have a wedding in October, a wedding in November, weddings all around, right? This is not what I'm going to reach for those special occasion when I like completely wanna look flawless, but when I'm going to work, when I'm in a rush, I wanna wake up, I wanna look put together, maybe I'm not even doing, you know, eyeshadow, I just wanna to get up and go, this is great for every day. So I'm going to keep using this. I am enjoying it. You will see in the demo, I prefer, now I hate using my fingers when I'm applying product, but the way that I like to use this is I like to use my fingers to kind of blend it all onto the skin, and then I go in with my damp beauty sponge and I press it all into the skin to blend it out, and that seems to be what really works for me. Now I have two more LYS products, one of them being the Triple Fix Concealer. I've been wanting to try this concealer. My friend Samantha March raves about it, so when LYS reached out to me and said, hey, we want to send you some stuff, I said, please send me the concealer. They sent me LP4. My foundation shade is LN6, but they were out of LN6. They sent me LP4, which does great because it does a little bit of like a brightening effect. It's a little bit lighter than my skin. It's good to go. One thing I will say about this concealer, it says full coverage brightening concealer. Do I feel like it is full coverage? No, I actually feel like this is light coverage, I would say. It has a serum texture, so it's hydrating underneath the eyes. It's not going to like sit weird or be cakey or heavy or anything like that. When I think of full coverage, I think of Tarte Shape Tape. I was never a fan of the Tarte Shape Tape. I don't want something thick, heavy, cakey underneath my eyes on my dry skin. This does not give me full coverage. This is one where I typically always go in with my Sigma Color Correcting Duo before my foundation, but this is one that I feel like is so light and serum-like that I would have to go in with my color corrector first because I struggle with dark circles underneath my eyes, and this alone is not going to cover them. Does it give a little bit of brightening? Yes, it does. Does it give a little bit of coverage? Yes, it does, but it's more on the light coverage, more brightening, more healthy glow, not for like those full coverage glam days. Another LYS product that they sent to me is their cream bronzer. Now I got the shade Motivate, the No Limits cream bronzer. Everyone and their mother has been raving about this, okay? I'm not into creams, but when LYS said, hey, we're gonna send you some stuff, everybody's raving about this. I wanna know if it's good, right? So I asked for the shade Motivate. One thing I will say about mine, it's interesting because this twists, it twists up and down, and I find that I can twist it up, but it's all the way down. However, when it came to me, it wasn't flat down. So both in my foundation and in my bronzer, it's been smudged in the cap because it doesn't go all the way down. And then I see other people and theirs does go all the way down. So I don't know if something happened in transit. Regardless, that's a minor detail that has to do with packaging, right? When this goes on the skin, it is very, very creamy. It glides on. I just put it directly on the skin. I blend it out with a brush, and I will say, this, first of all, is a bronzer. Do not try to contour with this. It has a warm undertone. It's going to give you like a sun-kissed effect because of the warm undertone. It's like a warm, rich caramel brown. It does blend in seamlessly to the skin. I don't have any issues blending it in, but I almost feel like by the time I blend and put powder on top, I do like to go in with a powder bronzer too because it can almost blend away. This is a bronzer that I would say is for the person who wants more of a natural effect. You're going for like the clean girl aesthetic, right? Very minimal makeup. Maybe you're going in with the Sigma Skin Tint. You want a little bit of cream bronzer. You're gonna slap a blush on and just call it a day. This is great for that. If you are someone who you like full glam, you want to have a full face on, you are looking to be chiseled, this is not gonna do it. This would be one where you could go on underneath, but you're gonna want a bronzer on top. So I'm gonna keep using it. I hope that helps. I know that, people are into the clean girl aesthetic, and I feel like it's very comfortable. It sits very nice on the skin. It's not like blotchy or anything like that, but I don't think that I will reach for this when I'm going to those weddings. Okay, now we have 3 different kinds of blushes, okay? This is land of the blush, apparently. So let's go in with what I applied first. I did use this Saie cream blush. This is in the shade Baby. This is a dewy blush. Yes, it is a dewy blush. One thing I will say, super pigmented. Possibly the most pigmented cream blush that I have ever tried, which I appreciate because my qualm with creams is that I put it on and then by the time I'm done, it looks like there's nothing on my face, right? That's not the case with this. Like, go in with a light hand, just a couple little dots. I like to blend it in with my finger. I feel like that does the best job of blending it out without blending it away. But this is definitely very, very pigmented, and it does give a healthy dew and glow on the skin. Do I feel like you have to go on top of it with a powder blush? No, I don't feel like you do. I typically just put powder on top, and I feel like that is fine. However, because I had 3 blushes, I do have another blush on top of this one. I do like this for a cream blush. I like it. I'm going to keep using it. If you are someone who is into creams, I would be willing to say that I feel like you would like this and maybe you would want a few shades. I'm not into creams. I'm not going to go purchase any more shades. My friend Heather sent this to me, but I am going to use this one because I like it enough. Then the blush that I went in with on top, again, when I tried these Saie products, I also tried out, in that trying new makeup video, I tried out the Odens Eye blushes. I've been wanting some of their blushes. I feel like the packaging is amazing. These are called the Solmane or Solman Sunlight Love Blusher. I have 2 shades. They came out with 3 and they came out with some highlighters, but I wanted the matte shades and these are matte. So this one right here is in Pink Bloom. This is not the one that I'm wearing. Oddly enough, I feel like the names should be switched. So this is Pink Bloom. And then the one that I'm wearing on top of the Saie is this one right here, and this is Lilac Mist. Now, if you ask me, I mean, who am I, right? But if you ask me, this looks like it should be Pink Bloom, and this looks like it should be Lilac Mist, because this almost looks like a bright pinky shade, but this is Lilac Mist, and this looks like it's a mauve shade with like a purple undertone, but this is Pink Bloom. Either way, I like them. They're pigmented. They are matte, but I do have it on top of some dewy products, so it's allowing the dew to come through. These do last well. They're very comfortable on the skin. I love the packaging. A little bit goes a long way. Tap in lightly. These are super duper pigmented. You don't have to build them up. I like that you get a mirror underneath. These are great. I prefer the Lilac Mist over the Pink Bloom. No, see, I'm confusing. I prefer Pink Bloom over Lilac Mist, but either way, they're good and I like them. And the third set of blushes that I am going to talk about, I am just going to let you know I am very biased. I recently I posted a video where I was talking about the new Singe Beauty blushes. I was talking about the new Nomad Fall eyeshadow palette. I talked about some Kaleidos lippies, and I talked about being invited to the BK Beauty 5-year anniversary event, 5-year birthday. And in there, I said that I am very biased when it comes to the Singe Beauty evocative blushes because Angie, Angelica Nyquist, the founder of Singe Beauty, she's one of my best friends, right? I recently went to Austin. I got to spend time with her. I got to see the behind the scenes of these blushes. I've been hearing about them for a while, and she gifted these to me. However, I am going to say, yes, I am biased, but also I feel like I'm a straight shooter, okay? And when I say that these blushes are probably going to be my favorite formula, I'm saying that out of honesty, not out of she's my best friend. Okay, so what I want you to know about these blushes, first of all, they're amazing, okay? They are so pigmented, but they're blendable. So you can go in with a light hand or you can build them up and get more pigmentation, more payoff. So that's one thing I really like about them. The other thing that I really like about them is when you're looking at it in the pan, it looks like it's going to be a flat matte. When you touch it, it feels like silk on your finger. And then when you apply it, there is such a healthy sheen to the skin. There's no specks of glitter, no like shimmer particles. It applies and then it's like your skin looks like it's glowing. I don't know how Angie did it, but she created the most amazing, amazing texture with these blushes. Now, Singe Beauty is an indie brand and Angie is fully funding this, so she was only able to come out with 4 shades, but she mentioned in her video that she would love to expand, so she would love to know if you'd like to see more shades. I know I personally would like to see more shades. Angie did gift me these 4 in PR, and then I went out and purchased 2 more, one for my mother-in-law, one for my best friend Smegs. Now, the other thing I love about this is it is cardboard packaging and it does have a magnetic closure. I also like that Angie on the top, she color matched the shade that you have inside so you don't have to memorize the names. I love this like evocative 70s vibe type of font. I think it's beautiful. I love the ombre look that you have Angie's signature colors, but I also was surprised because I thought Riveting Rhubarb was gonna be my favorite, a light pink. I was like, yes, I'm gonna love that. Y'all, Timid Tomato snuck up on me. These blushes, I've been wearing them to work. So you might say, Kelly, these are new. Why are you talking about them? No. You see, when I went to go see Angie, she handed me my PR box. She was getting ready to send them out. I got mine early because I drove to her house, okay? I got to wear one of her blushes. She let me put her Riveting Rhubarb on. It was amazing. Then I got my PR box, so before these even released, I've been wearing them, and y'all, I've been wearing them every single day. Timid Tomato, my go-to. My go-to. Who knew? Who knew that this red blush was going to be my go-to? But it is. I love it so much, and the thing about these is that, y'all, I was wearing my makeup one day for 17 hours. I put my makeup on before work. I am a teacher. I put my makeup on at like 5:30 a.m. I was wearing Timid Tomato, wore it all the way through the day, at night, put my kids to bed, washed my face at like 8:30, and I still had full pigmentation. My face eats blush, y'all. Blush is like the quickest thing to disappear. Not with these. Not with these. They're very long lasting. Angie did an amazing job. I did recently see Betty Jean. She did a little combo, and I think she did this Persistent Persimmon with Timid Tomato to create like a sunset blush, and I was like, oh my gosh, that's amazing. So I want to try that because they mixed very beautifully for her in her short form content, and I'm pretty sure that Singe reposted it on their Instagram, so definitely go check it out because it looks beautiful. So you can even combine these together if you'd like. I think definitely a fast favorite. You are going to love these. Okay, I have a mascara and a brow product, and I feel like probably not the most exciting, but relevant, right? Because if you're doing your brows and wearing mascara, you wanna know what's good. So, e.l.f. e.l.f. has a Big Mood mascara, and I picked this up, the shade Pitch Black. The thing I will say about this, it's the mascara that I'm wearing today. This is great for volume. The wand is huge. You have a huge wand. It is great for volumizing your lashes. I do typically go in with a couple coats, but I cannot get my bottom lashes with this. Again, minor problems. I go in with a different one. I have plenty of mascaras for my bottom lashes, but this wand is so big that when I try to hit those bottom lashes, I'm like coloring underneath my eye. So it's great for volume. I do get smudging throughout the day. I will have to, you know, as the day's gone on, like wipe my underbrow area because my lashes are long and hit them, but it gives me volume. It doesn't flake or feel weird in my eyes. I mean, it's a mascara, right? So it's e.l.f. It's a simple, affordable mascara, and it's fine. It's fine. The brow product, when my friend Heather gifted me some makeup, she sent me the Milk Makeup. This is the Kush High Roll Brow Tint Gel, and this is in the shade Dub, D-U-B. It's the Auburn one. I like that there's this clear bottom so that you can actually see the color in this. Now, I've been trying this out, and I have to say, for me personally, I have to build a brow. I have to start from scratch. So typically I go in with my Anastasia Beverly Hills Brow Wiz, I kind of draw the brow, then I go in with my brow definer, fill in the edges, then I will go in with some kind of brow gel. Sometimes it's tinted, sometimes it's clear. This is a tinted brow gel. If you have full, bushy, voluminous brows, and you are just looking for quick, throw something in and go, I think this is fabulous for you. If you are someone who has to create a brow, if you are someone whose brow hairs, they are wonky and you have to get them in a certain place, if you are someone who is very picky about your brows, I don't know that this is going to be your favorite. This has not been my favorite because one thing I've noticed is that a lot of product comes out on the wand, first of all, so I have to very lightly press after I define with my brow wiz, very lightly press, and then this does not brush out well. So if I go in with a spoolie and try and brush out the product, sometimes it's a little clumpy in one area. I want to brush it out. It's very rough. It's very tug. It lifts up the brow wiz underneath it. It like takes the product off. It gets hard to apply. And then like over here, it got up a little bit too high, so it's kind of, you know, the brow hairs are sticking up. This is one where I have to be very careful with it. I have to be very finicky. Like, I have to put it where I want to put it, and then I have to, like, leave it alone, and it gives you kind of like a crunchy brow, like a hard brow. So, again, if you are someone who has very fluffy brows and you just want something quick and easy to throw in, this may be great for you. But if you need more precision, then I don't think this is for you. Okay. Let's talk about lips. So I did a shop with me at Ulta, and I picked up 2 of the new Maybelline Lifter Liners. Lifter Liners, yes. I got the nude shade, which is in... Why can I not find the names? Oh, 05 on it was the nude shade. And then I got 07 Big Lift, which is a pinky shade. That is the one that I am wearing today. I saw Allie Glines like do a whole video on these, and I was like, do I need another liner? No. Do I want another liner? Yes. So I did the nude and the mauve, the pinky mauve. And I will say, first of all, these are super creamy. They glide on so smooth. They don't tug on the lips, but y'all, they stay put too. Like, they stay where they're supposed to stay. They're not bleeding, they're not spreading, they're not getting all over the place. So I really love that. These have been a quick favorite for me. You can sharpen them. They have that like plastic thing. I haven't had to sharpen it yet, but they are sharpenable. So I guess maybe I'll report back after I've sharpened them on how they sharpen. But I love these. It's great to fill in your whole lip. It's great to just outline it. It lasts. Even though it's creamy, it is long lasting. Now, it's not some of the longest lasting liners that I've tried, but it's not gonna move. It's gonna stay put. It's gonna stay where you want it. So, and it's Maybelline. It's affordable. So I appreciate that. On top of that, I do have a Kaleidos lip gloss on today. Kaleidos did send me this whole beautiful package of like a ton of things. So I filmed a PR video where I was talking about the PR that I got as a content creator under 5K. And in there, I talked about all of these Kaleidos products, but I am wearing one of the lip glosses today. This is the lip gloss in Skinny Dip. And so what I did was, well, I mean, you'll see it in the demo, but I put the lip liner on and then I just topped it with the gloss. The thing about this gloss is I thought that there was going to be a little bit more coverage. It is more clear, definitely very shiny, heavy on the shine, which I like. It makes my lips look plump and juicy. There is some coverage, there is some tint, but I can definitely still see my lip underneath. I can see the liner underneath. I think the doe foot is great. It is more of like a flexible doe foot and kind of thin, and you can just kind of like, you know, do what you need to do there. It holds the product on. It's very comfortable. It doesn't have any like stinging, any burning. It definitely, like, y'all, my lips look juicy. They look healthy. So I actually do think I'm going to enjoy these. I have this nude one in Skinny Dip. There's one that's a little bit more purple in Last Smoke, and then a pink one in Elixir. Would you like to come say hello to the people? Please show everybody.
Look at this applicator. Do you see the feathers from that? I heard this is from the peacock of Queen Elizabeth's palace, right? Mm-hmm. These are made from the feathers of that at Kensington Palace.
I'm gonna leave this in for you. Mm-hmm. That's gonna be great. The people will love that for you. They will love that for you. So I hope you all enjoyed that. Please give me a thumbs up if you appreciated my husband. I know people have recently said to me that he's never on here, so he happened to come in while I was filming, and there is his opinion on the Kaleidos glosses. So there's that. But Kaleidos also, when they sent me over their glosses, they sent me this super cute aluminum tin with their nude liquid lipsticks. And so here are the 4 shades that they sent me. These are all deeper nudes. Now I'm still very much in my liquid lip era. I know that most people have moved on from the liquid lipsticks, but I really still love and appreciate them. I feel like these are very comfortable on the lips. They don't dry down and feel uncomfortable. So I know a lot of people, they haven't loved the liquid lipstick formula because they feel like liquid lipsticks tend to be drying and accentuate all of the lines, but I didn't find that to be the case. I found that these dried down nicely, they were comfortable, they're long lasting, but also when I did go in with the Kaleidos glosses on top, it didn't have any, like there was no smudging or splotching, like it set down nicely and then you could put the gloss on top and it was even better. So definitely recommend these. I have been enjoying them. I also did want to talk about these 2 ColourPop So Juicy lip pens, what do you want to call them? Plumping Lip Gloss Balm. So I have 2 shades. I have one in the shade Doe and one in the shade Berry Spritz. Again, I tried these out when I was doing that testing new makeup video, and these are supposed to be like maybe inspired by the Tarte Maracuja Lip Plumps, which I have a couple of those as well. The thing that I'll say about these is it's called a plumping gloss balm. Definitely is a balm. So it's very, very sheer. I would argue to say that Doe applies fine, but the Berry Spritz, the deeper one, is definitely splotchy when I go to apply it. You have to click the bottom, so you have to be careful not to click too much or you're gonna have too much product. But I think that this one, because of the balm consistency of it and the fact that it is glossy and balmy, the pigment doesn't apply evenly, so it's a little bit splotchy. This is one where you may want to go in with a lip liner and like line your whole lip and then go in on top with the gloss balm. But I think it's fine. It does have a cooling texture. It does have a cooling effect, but it's not uncomfortable. It doesn't have a burning texture. I just think that if you were gonna get these, I personally would maybe stick to the more neutral, and then you could wear it like a balm, because then it's not gonna matter if it doesn't apply evenly. It's comfortable on the lips. It's gonna give you like a juicy, glossy type of look, but then you can't really tell that it's a little bit splotchy, if that makes sense. The last two products that I want to talk to you about are setting sprays. The first was sent over to me from Urban Decay. This is the all-nighter, but it's the hyaluronic acid and watermelon fruit extract. So a long-lasting makeup setting spray. Now, listen, if you've been in the beauty space for a while, we all know that Urban Decay has the all-nighter, and it has been like an OG favorite on YouTube. I have never gone out and purchased the all-nighter because, again, I have dry skin, so I'm not really looking for something to help make my makeup last. I'm looking for more like hydration and getting my makeup to sit in nicely. But this one was the watermelon one, and it's supposed to be a little bit more hydrating because, again, it has that tag word hyaluronic acid. People hear hyaluronic acid, they think of hydration. So I will say that this is not my favorite mister. I mean, it doesn't spit out onto your face. It's very, very light, but I feel like I kind of have to go in a little heavy-handed to feel the mist on my face. And if you do accidentally get this in your eyes, it's gonna burn. Because I have sprayed my face before and then like thought I was good to go and opened my eyes, and no, it burned my eyes. So definitely keep your eyes closed for that. And it doesn't taste that good if it gets in your mouth. But I will say, I do not find this to be too drying. And you know, I've been talking about my MAC Fix Plus for years, and I love that for hydration and for setting into my skin. Do you have anything else you want to say to people before you leave?
Not about misting and burning my eyes. No.
Okay, great. You haven't tried this out?
No, I have not used that mister.
Okay, great.
My skin is already supple as a baby's butt.
Okay, wonderful. Thank you for that commentary. Also leaving that in here, so hope you all enjoy that. But I have been going in with my MAC Fix Plus first to kind of like give me the hydration, set in my powders, make everything look wonderful, and then I go in with this, and I feel like this does help the longevity of my makeup and make it last, and so I will spray this right on top. So I like it. I'm going to keep using it. Thank you, Urban Decay, for sending that my way. And the other thing that I wanted to talk about, speaking of MAC Fix Plus, did y'all see that they changed the sprayer? The mister, whatever you want to call it. It's still the same Fix Plus, alcohol-free, multitasking setting spray, but they changed the mister. And I am not happy about it because this gives you a very, very fine mist. Now I would go in, let me get the old one. So this is a travel size, but you're gonna get the picture, right? Like you would press down on the top and it would like mist out, and I would go ham, y'all. Hardcore, I would go ham. I would go in, spray my face. I would like it drenched and all of my makeup would soak in. This is such a fine mister. I don't even think you're gonna be able to see. It's such a fine mister that like I spray my face and I find that I'm like holding it up to my face because I feel like I'm not getting as much mist as I want to like soak everything in. So I haven't even had this long and I'm already running through it. Now, luckily, when I talked about the fact that they repackaged this, my friend Heather was like, well, save your old package so you can pour it into that. And I will probably try and do that. I haven't tried to do that yet, but I don't love this mister as much. Now, if you felt like the old Fix Plus was too much, it spat. It spit on your face, it spat on your face. Either way, you felt like it was too much, then you would probably love this. Very, very fine, very, very thin, but I miss the old one. But y'all, we've been talking about a lot here. That's almost 20 products. We've been talking a lot. I've been talking a lot. But I wanted to share my opinion with you. I wanted to share my thoughts. I wanted to let you guys know about these products because I am always here to help you spend your money wisely. I don't want you to waste your money. I want you to spend your money wisely. I want you to love the things that you purchase. So I hope you found this helpful. If you did, please go ahead and give it a thumbs up. If you are wanting to see anything specific, if there are new products in my collection that you're hoping that I talk about in the next speed reviews, please let me know down below. I try to keep track on my phone, but you know, it gets away from me sometimes. So that is going to do it for this one. I hope you found it helpful. Thank you guys so much for watching, and make sure you subscribe before you go. That way I can see you in the next one. Bye.